in the Yorkshire region alone, there's approximately 3,300 people per year will suffer an out-of-hospital sudden cardiac arrest. By performing CPR, we are giving an increase in that chance of survival.
This May, we were thrilled to introduce a new CPR kiosk on the main concourse here at Bradford Royal Infirmary. This innovative kiosk offers the public a hands-on opportunity to practice CPR on a lifelike manikin. Additionally, we're deploying 2 more advanced kiosks for staff training purposes, and while these will not be available to the public, we're very proud to be the first trust in the country to install a kiosk that can encourage everyone to learn this vital skill in CPR. Today, we will hear from Ben Mckay, Education Manager, and Eve Flockton, Resuscitation Training Lead, about the benefits of these new kiosks for both patients and staff and the crucial importance of learning CPR.
CPR stands for cardiopulmonary resuscitation. Effectively, somebody goes into cardiac arrest when their heart stops. That means that there's no blood circulating around the body, so the vital organs are not getting that oxygen that they need to survive. So cardiopulmonary resuscitation is where we would place the hands on somebody's chest and artificially pump that heart so we can keep that blood circulating around the body, keeping those vital organs alive. We know that in the Yorkshire region alone, there's approximately 3,300 people per year will suffer an out-of-hospital sudden cardiac arrest. We also know approximately 1 in 13 might survive that event, but we can increase that chance of survival by performing effective CPR. When somebody suffers an out-of-hospital cardiac arrest, bystanders are of course going to be calling 999, and when they call 999, the call taker will guide them through how to perform CPR. But there's so much to be said for having practiced that, and that's not something that we can do very accessibly. What we're wanting to do at Bradford Teaching Hospitals is not only educate our staff, but educate the public and the community as well. So we've purchased a CPR kiosk where anybody, literally anybody, can come into the hospital and have a go with the manikin just to see how it feels. So if you are ever in that event where you're making that phone call and you're getting talked through how to do CPR, you've already had a go, so you're reasonably comfortable with how that should feel.
There are a few differences between the staff kiosk and the patient's kiosk. The first one is that the patient's kiosk is enclosed and would be hands-only CPR. And then within the staff module, it's going to be able to monitor the quality of rescue breaths, monitor the quality of the CPR, and has the login functions through the iPad on the side. The resuscitation training team here train around 5,500 candidates a year, each taking between 45 minutes and an hour each. Using the new system, they'll build a video and a training module that will be 15 to 20 minutes and then come up to the kiosk and complete their practical elements in 5 minutes. So potentially we've more than halved their training time, which is just going to free them up to be back on the wards and giving clinical care to our patients. Staff will be able to come and use the kiosks at any time just to do the practical elements, so the CPR and the rescue breaths, hopefully building confidence for when they need to translate that theory into practice.
By performing CPR, we are giving an increase in that chance of survival. But to do it effectively, we want to place the palm of the hand in the centre of that person's chest with the other hand on top, compress the chest approximately 5 to 6 centimetres in depth, allowing for the chest to fully recoil and keep going at a rate between 100 and 120 per minute, which is approximately 2 per second. If this is somebody that we know, performing mouth to mouth is likely to be relatively low risk. So ideally, if we feel comfortable, then we should do that. But if we don't feel comfortable, the part that we know is CPR is the bit that is going to be most effective. Some people fear that they might get it wrong. They sometimes worry about fractured ribs and things like that. But if we don't perform CPR, that person will not survive that event. But if they survive that event, those ribs will heal. That's it, and then just keep that going. The CPR kiosk will have a video on loop, so it will prompt and provide that training that you need. We need to educate the public alike. Being a teaching hospital, we want to educate all. So that's why we decided to get the public access kiosk so that public can have a go too.